Run, you little bastard! Get out here! We're going to Los Santos!
Unsurprisingly, there are numerous Easter eggs and cultural references that have been uncovered in Grand Theft Auto 5 since its release, and I'm here to show you some of the most interesting and humorous ones that the game has to offer.
Don't you ever not tell me things I want to know!
There are tons of movie and TV references scattered across the city. For example, on some of the power stations, you'll find a small sticker that says 1.21 GW. GW being an abbreviation of gigawatt, a reference to Back to the Future.
But I need a nuclear reaction to generate the 1.21 gigawatts of electricity.
1.21 gigawatts!
Another Back to the Future reference is found in the names of two churches, called Hill Valley Church. The movies take place in the fictional town of Hill Valley. There is an ad for a drone chatterbot smartphone, which bears the slogan, "This is the drone you've been looking for," a clear wink at the iconic line from Star Wars A New Hope.
These aren't the droids you're looking for.
These aren't the droids we're looking for.
Trevor's calculator watch is a nod to Walter White from Breaking Bad, who wears the same watch.
I am not in danger, Skylar. I am the danger. A guy opens his door and gets shot and you think that of me? No. I am the one who knocks.
Another Breaking Bad reference can be found in the online mission Methed Up, in which the player must steal an RV containing crystal meth.
Oh, this is a good look for you. And you're maybe only the world's second biggest homo.
Could you shut up and help me?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Work it. Baby, work it.
Turn that off.
In the discount stores, it's possible to find a red jacket named Overlooked Red Blouson. This is the exact same style of jacket as worn by Jack in the movie The Shining, and the hotel where his family stayed is called the Overlook Hotel.
Here's Johnny.
You can also find the famous hatch from the TV series Lost, and if you approach it, you can hear a tap code. When translated, it says, "Hey, you never call. How do you fancy going bowling?"
NIKO, it's Roman. Let's go bowling.
The Digiscanner bears a strong resemblance to the PKE meter from Ghostbusters.
Ready? Get her!
Floyd's apartment, which serves as a safe house for Trevor in Los Santos, is modelled after Melanie's apartment in the movie Jackie Brown by Quentin Tarantino, even down to the pictures on the kitchen pillar.
That's just gonna rob you of your ambition.
Not if your ambition is to get high and watch TV.
The JB700 is a car modelled after the Aston Martin DB5, and the modified version with machine guns, tyre spikes and an ejector seat is a clear reference to James Bond's DB5.
Now, if you take the top off, you'll find a little red button. Whatever you do, don't touch it.
Why not?
Because you'll release this section of the roof and engage and fire the passenger ejector seat. Whoosh.
Ejector seat? You're joking.
I never joke about my work, 007.
If you go into the Chiliad Mountain State Wilderness, you can find a drug deal gone bad and a case filled with cash.
Don't do it! Stay away from that case!
This is based on the movie No Country for Old Men, where a similar incident occurs. The subtle approach for the heist The Big Score is based on the film The Italian Job. Both jobs involve manipulating traffic lights and armoured trucks. A clown mask that was introduced as part of the Heists update bears a resemblance to the mask worn by the Joker at the start of The Dark Knight, and it could also be a reference to the Payday games.
I'm betting the Joker told you to kill me as soon as we loaded the cash.
No. I killed the bus driver.
Bus driver? What bus driver?
In Lester's house you can find a poster that's a clear nod to the X-Files.
Much as you try to bury it, the truth is out there. Greater than your lies, the truth wants to be known. You will know it.
Two of the deputy sheriffs that appear in the Mission the Plato Score are named Grimes and Kirkman, a nod to a character from The Walking Dead and the author of the comic the TV show is based on.
And I'm not gonna stand by and just let it happen. If you don't fight, you die. I'm not gonna stand by and...
There are also hidden references to other video games. Some of them are quite subtle, such as Franklin's neck tattoo, which is actually a reference to LA Noire, where the same image is used for the necklace of a murder victim. However, some are much less subtle, such as the numerous billboards scattered around the city advertising the TV show Rehab Island. The design is a clear reference to the game Dead Island.
I got a zombie army and you can't harm me.
Hey, watch it.
Bitch.
In Plato Bay there is a junkyard that contains some sort of machine with paint art that resembles Claptrap from Borderlands.
This is it, minion. Our vengeance is finally at hand. Let's tear this planet a new soul. Yeah!
Although it could be a coincidence, the game's crowbar is very similarly painted to the one used by Gordon Freeman in the Half-Life series. Another reference to a Valve game can be found in some graffiti which says "The fruit tree is a lie," a nod to the catchphrase from the Portal series.
Enrichment Center regulations require both hands to be empty before any cake.
In Denise Clinton's house, there is a short red mushroom and a tall green one, almost certainly a reference to the Super Mario Bros. The gold medal objective for the mission Did Someone Say Yoga features a challenge named Praise the Sun, which, although having ties to yoga, is almost certainly a nod to Dark Souls. You can also find a business called Supersonic, which is almost certainly a Sonic the Hedgehog reference. Of course, the game is also packed full of references to other Grand Theft Auto games. For example, in the Mission Derailed, a requirement is called Better Than CJ, a clear reference to the notorious Wrong Side of the Tracks mission in San Andreas, where CJ has to follow a train.
Roll up on him, CJ, so I can get a shot.
Another reference to CJ can be found in Lester's house, on the cover of a book called Surveillance. The Yellowjack Inn contains tons of references to other GTA titles. For example, behind the counter there are several $69 bills hanging on the wall that use the artwork from the San Andreas disc and cover. You can also find some trophy shields that are references to previous games. The top two say Best of Show 2008 and picture a motorbike, a reference to GTA 4 and the Lost and the Damned expansion. The middle shield says Best in Show 2010 with a stagecoach wheel, a reference to Red Dead Redemption.
Hello, old friend. Been a long time.
The same inn also contains a jacket that closely resembles NIKO Bellic's and a picture showing a tow truck and someone who looks a lot like him. However, a much more obvious reference to NIKO comes from Lester when planning your first heist.
There was an Eastern European guy making moves in Liberty City, but he went quiet.
One of the outfits available for heists is a clear reference to the Vice City heist mission planned at the Malibu Club.
This is a raid!
There are also references to other Rockstar games. For example, in the Vanilla Unicorn Strip Club, there is an NPC who will occasionally wear a blue jersey with the name Hopkins on it, a nod to Jimmy Hopkins, the playable character in Bully.
So, you must be Hopkins.
Uh-huh.
What? Uh-huh. What?
I meant yes, sir.
Very good. Now let me see.
In Franklin's Vinewood Hills house, there is a book titled Red Dead by Jay Marston, possibly a nod to John in Red Dead, but it could also be named after his son Jack, who regularly reads books and stated that he would like to write a book one day.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that, the day John Marston stops shooting.
I ain't no literary man, but I don't think that'll sell. People like shooting in them things.
Another Red Dead reference is found in Michael's family's surname.
My name is Capitan Vicente de Santa.
Sometimes when Michael enters his home, he will say, "Honey, I'm home." This was the same line spoken by Max Payne as he returns home just before realising it's been attacked.
Honey, I'm home.
Not every Easter egg is a reference to something else, however. Some are just cool little things for particularly observant players to uncover. For example, there is quite a lot of alien activity in the game, and in Ludendorff there is a frozen creek with an alien trapped under the ice. You can also sometimes spot UFOs in the sky, and there is one crashed underwater in Paleto Bay. Another pretty cool thing is if you have the collector's edition of GTA 5, you can shine a UV light on the map it comes with to reveal a series of markings and secrets mainly related to aliens. In the mission Predator, Michael uses a thermal scope to find the O'Neill brothers in the woods, but if you zoom in on the heat dot in the bottom right, it appears to be Bigfoot. This is a reference to a long-standing myth involving San Andreas having a Sasquatch hiding in it. Also, if you use your phone to dial any of the GTA 4 cheat codes, you will hear the dial-up internet sound. Also, if you shoot or fire rockets at Michael's house while playing as Franklin or Trevor, you'll get an angry phone call or text telling you to stop.
Stop firing rockets at my house!
So, which of these Easter eggs are your favourite, and have you found any that we missed? Let me know in the comments below. As always, this is James Foucault saying thanks for watching, and enjoy the game.